Hi, beautiful Leo. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Leo, this is your general reading starting today on the 14th of October. 14 could very well be my favorite number because it's just so awesome. I'm going to add a little new addition, life purpose cards, as just an startup card for your reading, and then I'm going to move over to the usual cards that I'm using. So let's see what's going on for you specifically, Leo. Starting today on the 14th, you're supposed to get one card and you get three. Isn't that typical Leo in a way? Life purpose. You have several life purposes, as we all do, obviously. Let me just look at these for just a tiny moment. Wow. So yeah, they are linked for sure. They are linked, but let me just do these one at a time. So first we have the builder. The builder is all about like creating something from the ground up, starting a business and really succeeding with that business. Having a dream, going from having a vision about the dream and all the way to the manifestation of it. It's like from 0 to 100, 0 to 1,000. That's all about the builder. It says on the bottom, your innate ability to build and create brings you a deep sense of accomplishment. So there's something around those lines that you're building something right now. You're creating something right now. And it's not, I don't feel like it's a cup of coffee. I feel like this is your next step in your life. And then we have writing. So some of you could be into just being an author or having that book inside of you that wants to come out. You might be interested in automatic writing because we have an angel standing behind the child there, the person there that is perhaps not a child. I don't know. That is sitting there writing, just sort of showing that it's, if you sit down and quiet your mind and I've done this for years and years, and it's one way to receive the messages from, like through the cards is one way, through healing is one way, through automatic writing is one way. There's so many different ways. And so it's more like what you're interested in, where you feel like you, where you get your juices flowing. So you could be very interested in automatic writing and doing it right now, or this is the indicator for you to start doing it right now. On the bottom it says, you heal, inspire, teach, and entertain with the words you write. So not only like you put stuff down on a piece of paper, and yes, we have that as information for other people, but the actual written word with the vibration or the frequency of your unique frequency that word comes in, when somebody else then reads it, it can really have profound shifts for them, as it comes not only with a word, it comes with the energy. And then we have justice. So there could be, and I don't know why I felt that, but around the builder, I got Sagittarius for some reason. Sagittarius might be for some reason. And then with the Justice card here, there might be a Libra influence somewhere. So you actually might be interested in the law, in politics somehow. Just civil rights, speaking for the lesser person, if that makes any sense. There's no such thing as a lesser person, but you know what I mean. Your career brings fairness and protection to others who need your help. So it could be in the justice system, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. It could just as well be you being a therapist, or you be like a counselor of some sort, just building people up so that they feel strong and they can go out and sort of meet their world on their own. So there's a lot there coming through for you, Leo. So we're putting these to the side here, and then we're going to move over to the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck by John Holland and get your that just moved on out of here. Wow. So number 8 and number 1 with accelerated motion. So who had this? And sometimes I feel like the readings like bleed into each other, like there's a continuation. And if you're interested, you probably could find resonance in each and every sign, even though you probably, like, you're born as a sun sign or as a moon sign or whatever you. But if you resonate with my energy, you probably resonate somewhere, somehow with it all, if that makes sense. Also, your guides they're gonna know. If you pick out 3 signs to listen to, like your moon sign and your rising, your guides already know, and my guides already know that that's the place where you're gonna go and look and listen, and that's where the information will be. I promise you, if you picked out Scorpio and you have no Scorpio placement whatsoever, and you just decide Scorpio is the reading, they would find a way to get the message through to you anyway. So just want to say that. Yeah, so accelerated emotion, huge wish fulfillment here. Like I said, you're building something. So I think that this is something that you are very well aware of. It's not a fluke, it's not a fling, it's not a accident, which nothing ever is. It's just not a happy surprise. It's a happy practiced, thought through, really being going after this for quite the while is what I'm picking up. So you're creating something now, and as of recent, I feel the accelerated motion there, as of recent, it has picked up momentum. So whether you have not been feeling in alignment with your own wish or with that thing that you're building, or whether it just hasn't been timing for it, something I just get, like, for the past few days, and that's what I feel with the like around the energy now, like everything has become a bit lighter after the 13th. I do not know why. After that is yesterday, which feels ages ago. That's so interesting. But like transitioning from the night between the 12th and the 13th of October, after that it just felt like smoother waters. Before that it has felt a bit tough in the energy. I don't know if you can relate, but that's how I've been picking up the energy, and it's like smoother now. And so it's like after this smoother sailing, it has picked up speed for you. It could be just you just sat down and said, you know what, I'm gonna go for it now, or like the timing is right, or this is happening now, or you just had an indication. Source just spoke to you and said it's time. And so there's something that you're co-creating with the universe. You're not just watching it happen. You're as big a part of this as the universe is. It's like such in alignment with each other, moving forward. Number 8 there just speaks about endless possibilities, grand manifestation, power number, strength number, very much a Leo number. It's like if you see it as a laying down 8, it's like whatever you send out is going to come back. Whatever you send out is going to come back, and it's time for it to come back. And then next to it we have, and I love how these colors, it's like, okay, so now we're starting to talk with the universe. We're starting to talk with your inner being a bit more, and so you're very much in alignment with that here. And it bleeds over, like the color of spirit just bleeds over into this next card, which is the number 1, which speaks about brand new beginnings, starting over, starting fresh. And on the bottom we have triumphant success. So, I mean, with this hand coming up from the underworld, from the earth, it hasn't been an easy path to get to this point, but it's happening now. Triumphant success is going to happen due to you sort of being in alignment for some reason, whether you started it or whether you got the inclination to start it. The momentum is going to pick up fast, and you're going to have triumphant success. So we're going to go deeper and find out exactly what this is about. So I'm using the Archangel Power Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue to just clarify. So we have, wow. I feel like they are very like closely linked. The accelerated motion and triumphant success. They're so like one, because it's like we picked up the energy around it, and it's going to lead into triumphant success. There is a tiny bit of separation what comes out after, but sort of hanging together anyway. Number 4, the Emperor. I mean, it couldn't be a better suited card for the accelerated motion here. This comes out underneath it, and it's also a purple border which speaks about the spiritual growth, the spiritual alignment that you're in right now. The Emperor is all about being bold and courageous and having your shit together, basically sitting on your throne, Leo. Is that good? No. Sometimes if I just hold it there, it actually focuses in. On the bottom it says stability and efficiency, taking charge of a situation, ambitious plans. So this is what I'm saying. Feels like you almost said, you know what? No, this is how it's going to be done now. Like, it's time to move things forward. That's what I'm picking up. And so before, it was like you just sort of, I don't know if you were working against the shift or against this change or against something that you want to manifest, but it feels like at least you were not really going along for the ride, but you are now, and you're very much in charge of it. Number 4 speaks about laying a brand new foundation, which suits the triumphant success with new beginnings very well. It is also speaking about the heart. It's a heart matter and how you're opening the heart more in your center. Like if there's an organ to each, assigned to each sign, like each zodiac sign, the heart center is yours, Leo. So very much coming from the heart is very important for you, and you seem to be doing so right now. So that is coming out underneath the number 8 there with accelerated motion. And then we have yet another 8. So strong 8-8 situation here. You could have felt the 8-8 portal happening on the 8th of the 8th, and leading into the 11th of the 11th might be of importance for you. Excuse me. So I'm going to start with this. This is what I'm feeling. Like this comes out on triumphant success. Like you're coming from the underworld. You're coming you're the underdog. It's not like you're the underdog in a sense that Leo is rarely the underdog. It's just that it feels like you've been fighting this fight for forever. There's not just been smooth sailing, but there is triumphant success as you are in alignment with the universe now. You're in alignment with your inner being, and it wants to show that it has been like the angels have been with you throughout this past. And I see this black heart there it's been a black heart. So something has been very heavy on your heart. It has been weighing you down. And I just want to say that whatever situation you've been in, it couldn't, if you've talked to somebody, or if you had these thoughts or feelings like on your own, thinking, you know, if that would have continued on, I don't know where that would have ended up. And the angels just want to say, there's no such thing. You would have been pulled, and some of you guys were pulled out, even though it feels like in the nick of time. It just feels that you had angel watch all along. Like you've never really been alone. There's always been the support. And this just feels like whatever you've been through has led you to this. It has led you to triumphant success. So whatever hardship or heartache or hard times, it has opened you up. It has, I mean, in the past, I got this card a lot for Leos with this stretching of the heart, that you were sort of almost in limbo, and you stretch the heart and it's like you've sewed it back up, like having scarring over your heart. You can't stretch your heart to that extent without completely staying on earth and not deciding like to go with the torn heart, but to stay on earth and really make it a different choice for the future. you're going to ask for just the opposite. You're going to ask for, if you felt really down and out, you've asked for complete light and complete freedom. And with this complete black heart here, you've asked for a complete open heart. So I understand even more with the 4 there coming out and you feeling very secure there on your throne. You're coming into your heart. You're coming into your own. And really, whatever has happened in the past, if it was just a bad relationship, or if it was like a business situation that really screwed you over, or illnesses that has been going on, the upgrade of that, or the question, if it, you haven't just, if you're in a situation where you feel like this is crappy, what is happening to me in this relationship, you haven't just asked for the perfect lover for the future. You've asked for freedom. You've asked for understanding. You've asked for like a broader perspective from yourself. You've asked for perhaps to feel more secure and safe, more money. So even being in a relationship situation, you've asked for more money. Like, you will never put yourself in a situation where you don't really, really expand a lot within the situation that you're in. But I feel like what you've been through and what you're coming out of is you've asked for it all. I want it all. Like, you asked for it all. And the angels have been with you all along. On the bottom it says, release the past. You will grow from this situation. Time heals all wounds. So, I feel like the healing has more or less taken place, and you are on your way into complete awesomeness, basically, due to this situation. So I always say at the end of the day, you have to thank the bastards because, they help you grow. Then there's easier paths. Like, when you know how it feels to be, it's like how you only know how it feels to be in the sun because you know how it feels to be in the rain. You know how it feels to be happy because you know how it feels to be sad. So you know how it feels to grow from heartache and pain, and now it's time to know what it's like to grow from ease and flow. Isn't that nice? 8 of Raphael. So again, the infinity sign. First, it wants to talk about how the angels, and specifically the angels, are coming through here. The archangels for you. How the angels are always with you. Even in the darkest of times, and it feels like you've been very lonely or nobody's there to help you, they've been there. And just, if you think back, even how hard or harsh situations you've been in, you always made a way out of there. Some way, somehow. They always been there with you. Obviously, the higher up you get in your vibrational state, you're going to feel it as well. Because it's so much fun. It goes so far to just know it theoretically that they were there. Well, that is good on paper, but I didn't feel it. So then it's not that fun. So it's the first glimpse you get of feeling that they're there, feeling the support, feeling the surroundings of them. That's what's going to make a difference for you. So with this 8 of Raphael, it just says that the angels are with you for infinity. They would just never leave your side because you're in such a, I don't know, contract, but like in a commitment with them. You're just in such a relationship with them. Again, endless possibilities here. Whatever you sent out is coming back. So whatever you asked for is now coming back. And you have your treasure chest there, and it's really beautiful because we hear words like vortex or your like the treasure at the end of the rainbow. It's like what you can find in your treasure chest, and your treasure chest is right there with you. It's just golden opportunities, abundance, strong energy. And then for some of you, you have a dog. You literally might have a dog, but you have a dog there next to you, which speaks about loyalty and friendship and that unconditional relationship that, dogs are so happy to see you whenever. After 2 minutes, after 20 minutes, after 2 days, they're equally happy to see you. And there's something about this loyalty and friendship that is going on for you right now. Like you're building, you're enhancing the relationships around you, and you probably are feeling the loyal connection, the friendship that you're starting to connecting with your guides, your angels. There's a bridge here that's about to take place. So whether you want to call this a portal situation, I mean, we have strong indications from the full moons right now. We had a full moon on the 1st of October, and it has such a strong connection in, I feel, because it's in the same calendar month. So we're going to have a second full moon on the 31st of October, which we then call a blue moon. That's why we call it once in a blue moon, because it doesn't happen all that often. I think it's 2 years and 7 months or something. So it's not that rare either, but it's quite rare. It's not as often as once in a month that we have each full moon. So it's a once in a blue moon situation on the 31st. It's also called the Hunter's Moon. And it falls on actual Halloween. So there's a beautiful portal there to take advantage of if you like. And then there's a strong, I've sort of said that we have full moons like on the 1st and the 31st. And then we have a new moon on the 16th that is just in 2 days, which opens up beautifully for a lot of stuff as well. But I want to specifically say to you that on the 11th of the 11th, there's also a beautiful opening. If you want to call it a bridge or a portal or an opening or a vortex, there's like a enhancement in the energy that you can take advantage of to cross over. And I always think of that movie, Eat, Pray, Love, crossing over. Attraversiamo, or something like that. Means crossing over, that it's time to go with your lover into the future. Okay, what else do we have for Leo, please? I think it was just that one card, but I always want to shuffle through. You're there, you're home, and material harvest. It's like, I mean, it sums it up. It just, with the accelerated motion, you decided that something's about to happen for you. You decided it. This is what I want now. Universe, give it to me. No more crapping around. Like, it's very determined. It's a determined energy here. Good for you, Leo. And with the Emperor, that is very much the Leo or the Empress, not gender specific, which creates a new foundation with triumphant success, with a new beginning. It just keeps going and growing, and with endless possibilities twice, with the number 8 coming out. Telling you to leave the past behind, where the seed was laid down. Like, we put the seed down here. Here was a major shift happening, and now it's like time to reap the rewards. And we have material harvest. With the sun coming out in the back there, laying a new foundation with the buildings. You see the buildings there and how they're sketched out. Excuse me. So there could have been, somebody could have been wanting a new home, sketching on a new home, visualizing about a new home, selling a home, something around a home, switching, moving somewhere. And the things you've been wanting is coming in. There's a lot of green here as well. I see that you're dressed in green, which is the heart center. We had the 8 of Raphael here, talking about healing and becoming whole, with this whole green card. Everything is green in it. And also number 9. 369 is the beautiful, like, if you're into numerology at all, you can look this up. There is a lot of beautiful insight to be found about numerology. And I try to not be like confined by it or pinned down by it to say this is who I am. Like, I am born under this star, this constellation, the Mercury is this and that, and therefore I'm going to feel this and that. The full moon is doing this and that, and therefore I'm going to blah, blah, blah. The numerology says this, and because it's this date, I'm going to feel this. No. It's good to know what's going on, but you have free will and you are in charge. You steer your life in whatever direction you want to steer it in. If you want to use it, like if you want to be in accordance with it, it's just like I said, if you're drawn to the Scorpio reading, and because I said it twice now, I haven't done the Scorpio reading for this. It's going to be interesting to see what comes out there. But it's something around the lines of, okay, so Spirit knows that you're going to go and find the answer here, and they're trying to guide you to find answers everywhere to a question that you have. If you start to use numerology, the language is going to be starting to come to you in numerology, right? If you're using a lot of animals, the animals is going to be crazy everywhere to guide you everywhere. So in terms of numerology, 369 is a very powerful manifestational, like everything esoteric in the ethers are built upon this 369 numerology sequence. And 9 is an unconditioned. It's so beautiful to talk about this unconditioned, and I know I talked about it with another sign. I can't remember which one it was now. The unconditioned of being happy even though it's not here yet. We're talking about unconditional love a lot. And unconditional love, we think it's about that, okay, I'm with this person and this person did this, but because I'm unconditional, I don't care about what they're doing, I'm practicing to stay in my own energy, that's me being unconditional. But the real unconditioned is literally, even before you have love in your life, is to be as happy and in love with life and with yourself, even before the person is there. That is the condition is not there. It's an unconditioned, right? So material harvest, and we have the number 9 there. So to me, that says you're so freaking, I want to use another F word here. You're so freaking close to this material harvest, to this triumphant success, that you probably feel it in every fiber of your being. But with the number 9 there, it speaks about, okay, so just continue to feel it. Be unconditional. Don't rely upon the relationship to be there to fall in love. Don't rely upon the money to be there to feel secure. Don't rely upon the stuff that you want to feel happy. Be unconditional in the waiting of it. I hope that makes sense. So with the number 9 there, with material harvest, to me, it's that saying, you're so effing close. You can smell it, taste it, feel it. You probably had glimpses upon glimpses of this now. And to not lose hope and not lose faith at the very, like at the threshold of now, like tipping over to have it, to make this shift, is the number 9. 9 is also, in a very 3D way of saying number 9, it's also endings. You're coming out of this bullcrap. This is not your life anymore. This was just a seed to all of this. To all of this. This is the seed to all of this. And it's accelerated motion. So you pick the speed up and it's coming. So I'm going to go deeper into this and see what else I can find about it. It's really, really inspirational, I feel. If you're drawn to it, the link is in the description box. If not, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you back soon, Leo. Take care.